this may be our final fateful night. Against endless hordes of relentless mist-born evil blight. I know I'll live somehow, and I'll uphold my vow with you now. At my back, my ally, under wings in the sky, I know how. All this decay, but we must stay into the fray. We'll be okay, see another day. But as fire pours forth from the black dragon's maw, have we seen crimson red eye up in the sky? Is this now why people must die? Not but you and I. No regrets from this threat. I will never forget how I feel. I always knew that when it's true I'd obey. My heart craves you, but I never knew how to say that I will always be your one and only rose of red. And I promise you'll never see the loss of me.
Hello, everybody. Greetings. Hello, hi. Hey, Dark Nova, how's it going? Oh, well, it's been a few days. Hold on a sec, taking a drink here. So sorry about the later start than I had originally planned. I was kind of hoping to go live a couple hours ago, but I got distracted and, you know, teeth started hurting. But it doesn't matter. I'm here now. So, yeah. It's Monday. Hopefully things have been going well for everybody. It was a very interesting and very exhausting weekend. So my mom's birthday was on Saturday, and so the family had kind of arranged a get together, we'll say. My mom didn't really want a funeral when she died, so and she passed away in another state. So one of my sisters lived in that state, and it was just easier to have her cremated there when she was down there, and then, you know, have her brought back up now. So kind of was a bit of a mixed thing. Like we had, the family get together part of it, the cookout, and everybody's kind of getting together and connecting again and all that. And then it was the other part of it, which was, Mama and all the stuff that kind of goes with that. So it was definitely an experience that I'm not really sure how to like properly digest yet. It wasn't bad by any stretch. It was good in a lot of ways. It's the first time that some of my family members have even been like together in a long time. But yeah, this whole year, since she passed around Christmas, it's been really weird. I sometimes am totally fine and able to kind of go through life and just be all like, yeah, life is good. I got to focus on the future, blah, blah, blah. And then there's other times where it's like, I really do miss her. It just, yeah, I get depressed. It's not something I ever really thought I would say. Not that she was a bad mom or anything like that, but more just like I've had a lot of people, and pets and stuff, like, just a lot of death, right? I'm older now. And, at this point I've had, quite a few loved ones pass away, but it's not the same. It's not the same as having my mom die. And, I don't know. I was really close with her. So I think that's probably it too. In a lot of ways she was kind of my best friend. So I don't know. It's been strange, and it will continue to be strange, I think. But the difference is that there is no more milestones. Like, this was the thing that like was going to be big for this year. And then obviously, it's Christmas and stuff, but that's not really going to be about her. This was the moment that it was about her. And that moment's gone. And from now on, it's just, the memories you carry forward, and that's it. So it's strange. I do have a personal thing I'm going to be doing for her now that I have her ashes. We did spread some of them, but I have my own plans. Nothing strange, just, I have my own personal closure that I want to do. And yeah, I feel like it's something I have to do to kind of get past this. I think she'd want it, and I feel like I need it, so it'll be done. Not anytime soon, but don't be surprised if I'm gone for another couple of days on a trip for personal reasons. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, like, this is the new reality, and I have to keep moving forward. But I think I'll always have her, at least in spirit, so to speak, kind of with me along this path. And I'm grateful that, like, she chose to have me. So I'm grateful she was my mom. So, all right. With all that said, let's kind of carry on with the stream. So, stream stuff. What the fuck happened? Like, my Twitter is fucking stupid. I was looking at it, and the whole time that I'm like visiting at my sister's house, I'm like, what the fuck? I have shot up in Twitter followers like crazy, and I don't know why. Nobody's saying anything. They're just following like crazy, and it's so weird. Like, I kid you not. Like, Thursday I had like 76 followers. I have 137 followers all of a sudden. I don't know why. It's not like my numbers are popping off somewhere else. I don't have crazy amounts of followers joining on Twitch or anything. Like, it's so weird. I mean, my shorts are doing about as well as they always do. Let me see. Did one pop off and I don't know about it? No, I still have the same number of subscribers on both of my channels. I genuinely don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, my shorts are doing okay. I think, they average about 1.5 to 2,000 views for most of my shorts, which, there's a couple that are really low performing, but yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. I honestly don't know what's going on with that. So, all right, next. Anyways, I mean, I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. Anybody who's been doing that, like, please, by all means, I'm cool with the follows. I mean, I suspect that, like, at least some of them are probably bots or like the art type things that happen, like when you're a VTuber, and I would imagine this probably happens to like some like regular creators too, flesh tubers, I guess you call them. I hate that phrase. But like like people following your stream and joining and like sending you messages for like art assets, like, hey, you look like you could use an overlay or something like that. I used to get them a lot more often. At least they were more direct, but with all the bot stuff now that I have for like banning bots and all that, a lot of that's been cut down a lot. But I would imagine at least some of the followers I was getting were probably like, hey, this guy's a becoming, streamer. Let's get him, boys. Like that type of thing. But like, I don't know. It's just been very odd. So, hey, number go up is good, I guess. And I'll take what I can get. So, speaking of number go up, Dark Nova with 5 consecutive streams. What a bro. Thank you. So how you been? I seen that you were streaming the other day. Let's see, what was it you were streaming? I cannot remember, to be honest. I just had John in the background. I was like, oh, he's streaming. I'll click on him. Oh my gosh, I should look you up. I don't actually know. I know you're streaming tonight because I saw you on earlier. Da, da, da. Let's see. Oh, weird. So you're one of those channels too, then. I thought this was like an anomaly the other day, but I guess it's not. Do you have like a setting on your channel that doesn't publish your VODs right away? Because I thought... I swore I saw you streaming today. Yeah, it showed me videos from 2 days ago, but I'm positive I've seen you streaming or sooner than that. Huh. And is that a new model? But how many models do you have? You're playing Naruto. Yeah, remember you playing Baby in Yellow from earlier in the week. I swear you're playing something else, though. Oh, well. It's all good. Anyway, alright. Let's get the show on the road, huh? So, everything about the gaming industry sucks. We'll cover that some other time. Plenty of people are making videos on how terrible everything is. But I will say there's always some good stuff coming out, too. So, you gotta balance the good with the bad. Today, we're gonna play some of the good. We are going to play a game called SCP Secret Files. This game is actually not listed on Steam anymore, which surprised me, actually. because I thought it was. But apparently the studio made the game and then everything kind of got disbanded and everything fell apart. So the DLC that was planned for it never came out or anything. But the game itself seems to be pretty highly regarded. And I remember a couple years ago when this game came out, people were playing it and enjoying it quite a bit. And honestly, I'm kind of not really all that familiar with the SCP like lore and stuff like that. So I'm kind of curious to see how this will work out. I know kind of what SCP is, which is like weird, like think X-Files, like weird anomalies, and then the government categorizes them, you know, with the SCP Foundation, you know, like categorizes them, and like they're all just like strange effects. Sometimes it's a scary monster, but sometimes it's just this like fork that will turn you into metal if you stare at it too long, and just weird stuff, you know. So this could be good, it could be bad, but it's definitely going to be an interesting journey. So on that note, I think we should probably stop the music and get the game going, huh? All right. Ba-da-ba. All right, we'll turn that off. Let's see, we'll get the game going here. Boom. And we'll get that going here. All right. Ooh, you know what I should do? Since I haven't really been doing this, let's see here. There we go. Is that right? No. That's a good question. How would I do this? It's not really a window, is it? So I never really decided to test spooky mode on my new setup, and now I'm kind of regretting that. So I don't have multiple displays. Maybe this will work. Let's try this and see what happens. All right. Recalibrated the old face a little bit here. All right, that does seem to have helped. Bop, bop. All right. I am Carl Estana. A few months ago, I was preparing my dissertation in a restaurant on L Street. The pies are rather my liking. Oh, sorry, I think this was called SCP Containment Breach. Oh, secret files. There we go. Alright. Sorry, I just had to update the stream real quick. After seeing that there were other empty tables in the restaurant, I said to this man, Excuse me, I don't know you. Oh, I could choose an option. All right. Excuse me, I don't believe I know you. Is there something I can help you with? Look, this seat's occupied. Find yourself another table, all right? I'll be nice. Gotta give him the nice answer, right? Don't want him to, like, start freaking out on you. Without answering a question, the man continued talking to himself. Well, look, so here you are. You're graduating soon and clearly need a job, huh? Well, it just so happens we have a job for you. The man paused to add emphasis. A mysterious, mysterious job. A wonderful, wonderful one. I have no interest in your proposal. You sound weird. Do not refuse my offer in haste. He then handed me a business card. Both sides of the card were black, with 3 letters printed neatly on one side. SCP. All right, click to open envelope. Honorable Carl Astana, congratulations on becoming a member of the SCP Foundation. The Foundation highly values your knowledge and expertise, and we firmly believe that you are the one we have been searching for. You will assume the position of Assistant Archivist in the Archive Department, Group 3. Director Chuck will be your superior. Please go to the security office of Sector Sideways M on 8/13/2012, 0900 hours to pick up your employee card. We look forward to working with you, Personnel Department of Site 105, SCP Foundation, Secure, Contain, Protect. Cool beans.
Since the beginning of civilization,
Try not to
the
load
world has been full of unknown things.
I don't know what that
With
thing
their
is.
existence, the balance of mankind's peaceful life has been upset. However, no matter how advanced our technology, no matter how great our scientific breakthroughs, there will always be anomalies that cannot be explained. We don't know where they come from or what their purpose is. These questions plague mankind and affect our daily lives. It's because of this that we founded the SCP
The fuck is that?
Foundation, an organization
Like Donkey Kong.
dedicated to containing anomalous items, individuals, and phenomena. The SCP Foundation is committed to maintaining the normalcy of the world so that people may live free of fear, while ordinary people live
Whoa.
in the sunlight. We must fight anomalies in the shadows. We must prevent them from being exposed to the public, so that people may live in a rational and ordinary world. We secure, we contain, we protect.
It's cool. I like this so far. Imagine the company that got hired to like dig out all of this. I mean, this has to be like 300 feet down, right? Oh. Hey. The slowest walk off an elevator ever. Operating clandestine and worldwide, the Foundation operates beyond our jurisdiction, empowered and entrusted by every major national government with the task of containing anomalous objects, entities, and phenomena. These anomalies pose a significant threat to global security by threatening either physical or psychological harm. The Foundation operates to maintain normalcy so that the worldwide civilian population can live and go on with their daily lives without fear, mistrust, or doubt in their personal beliefs, and to maintain human independence from extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional, and other extra-normal influence. All right. You know, this makes me want to play now, though? Control. Maybe we should play that next. Okay, good thing I can read all that. Please swipe card. Oh. Casually having a card there. For a place called Secure, Contain, Protect, they sure can't keep their doors locked. Ugh. Well, that was like a lot of badonka-donk all of a sudden. Ah, cool. They made a book. What's it say? I can't read any of that. It's weird. I thought there'd be like, I don't know. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Ah! Holy cow. That is so much better looking. Harry. I'm guessing he's a spider. It's not being projected if there's no projector over here. Anyway. Initiating SCP system. Verifying login environment secure. Was born in 1989, apparently. Massachusetts Institute of Technology Education and exists in the archive department. You will have access to classified and top secret archives. Please confirm that you are aware of confidentiality clauses and agree to swear by and strictly adhere to all SCP Foundation regulations and guidelines. I agree, because, you know, I don't have any other options. Whoa. Welcome to the SCP Foundation. Before starting your work, please allow us to introduce you to the software used in the archive department. Each day, your superior will assign tasks to the mission module. When there's a new task, your red button the button will blink red to remind you. Communications within the site relies primarily on the instant messaging system where information is processed using level 2 encryption. Please pay attention to blinking red reminders and view them promptly. Training is an effective means of information sharing within the Foundation. New employees must first participate in new employee training before they may begin work. This page shows public information of all sites around the world. You can view the information anytime. That concludes the introduction. We wish you success in your work. Cool beans. Whoa. Can't see anybody drinking some water. Ugh, I think I caught a cold too. Good morning, all. Good morning. Guess our group's got a new member today. Carl, how about introducing yourself first? Morning, everybody. Hi, friends. Good morning. This is me typing right now. I'm actually just, I'm really good at this typing thing. My name is Carl Stein. You can call me Carl. I graduated from MIT with a double major in biology and philosophy. God damn, this dude's smart. Welcome. weird smiley face thing. MIT. Ooh, that's pretty awesome. It seems MIT is not popular. No, it's not like that. Not targeting you specifically, pal. It's just all these prestigious graduates. Enough, Jen. Foundation specifically seeks out such prestigious graduates, and then the Foundation throws them all to the Archives Department. Carl, listen to the nuts to come out of his mouth. Have you all conveniently forgotten about Jonathan? Seems like this Jonathan left a bad impression on you. You guys watched Rick and Morty last night? Ah, I did not. I haven't actually watched Rick and Morty in a while. I want to say like season 8, maybe? I don't know. Whatever the one that had the fear hole. That's the last one I remember watching. Let's see. How dangerous could dealing with paperwork possibly be? Tragedy. You must be joking. Jonathan lost his left hand because he breached protocol and touched SCP-247. He's given me amnestics. Spent 3 days ago. Rick clearly knows too much. I really don't want to call those details. I can't even eat medium rare steak anymore. I've got the reason to suspect he's a former SCP employee. LOL. Hey, Stuart, no one wants to talk about these boring children's cartoons, all right? That was just an accident. Holy shit, these people type fast! Accident, who cares? He's just a procedure graduate with a higher consume rate than Class D personnel. In this year's annual report, I'm going to replace Archive Department with Relief Station. Rick and Morty is not a children's cartoon. He put his foot down on that. Kid, I think you're scared, Carl. If any of you are planning on getting some serious work done today, please do me a favor. Shut the hell up. As long as you are here at the working at the Archives Department, I'm going to need you to focus on your work. Unlike those people in the Logistics spending all the time gossiping all day. Zoe. Those archives contain missions not completed last time. Some places still need modifications. Got it. Gent. Take some time off to finish up with this project, alright? Don't push yourself too hard. Got it. Stuart. Got it, boss. I love how you just did say that. Okay, that's all. The Class A archive must be handled in by the end of the day. What should I do, boss? In the Archives Department, we need to review, organize, catalog, and modify all existing containment archives, but no need to hurry, young man. You'll need to attend the new employee onboarding training first before you can begin working at the Foundation officially. The system will send you a meeting notice. All right. Hey, Director. I'm honored to be given the chance to work here at the Archives Department. Welcome back, Dark Nova. Young man, this place is not what you think. You must abandon your past self and start again from zero if you hope to survive here. No one will take care of you. You must demonstrate your own ability. Understood, Director. I cannot pronounce his last name. The new employee onboard training will be hosted by Dr. Ham this time. You will suffer, Carl. I suggest you prepare a paper bag for Vomit to come. He's just messing with you. Dr. Ham is one of the most knowledgeable containment specialists in the Foundation. Guys, you still have no idea what you'll be doing, do you? Now, move it! Remember, Carl, stay sane and always in awe. System notice, the course you signed up for is about to begin. Please join the meeting in the training system. Okay. Gotta join the conference. Accessing account authority done. Establishing a cryptid channel done. Excluding mimetic influence done. Loading basic conference room model done. Establishing a multiplayer connection done. Training's about to begin. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. That's some spooky music.
Jason Carter is a death row inmate. In exchange for clemency, he has agreed to work with the SCP Foundation for 30 days.
Damn, that music's loud sometimes.
Upon completion of his work, he will be a free man. Jason Carter is now D503.
Okay. I guess I am now Jason Carter. Quack. Gonna get my backroom suit on. And I'm guessing I need this guy. Yes, those are gloves. It's like an angry electronic duck. Whack. Alright, we get it. I got my alien tracker and my backroom suit on. Let's go.
D503 was given no clear instruction of the task to be completed. He must find them out for himself.
Okay. Damaged petrol tank. Okay. So I guess I just have to go collect all these things then? Easy peasy. Discarded tires. A tire filled with sand. After vehicles begin the main form, discard tire. Okay. Weird lore, but we'll go with it. Damn, this got acceleration on it. So I guess I gotta go back to the facility. It says move to the incinerator. Everybody guess that's the incinerator. Come on, let's do it. Can we go over there? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh! Well, shit. I'm sure that'll be fine. Nope, actually, I think... yeah. That's scientific. At least the cutscene handled the rest of that. I'd probably have fallen off the side. Okay.
This was D503's first day of work. SCP protocol mandates that D503 now undergo a psychological evaluation.
Please take the level 2 mental test to assess your current mental state. Okay. A sec here. Cord got wrapped up on my blanket. Please drag the left graphic fragment into the Back square area to filled whole square area. Oh god, it's one of these. This has to be here. Okay. Why? Oh, there was a time for this. Huh. Today's work is complete. The system will resettle the contract time. Better be a burger. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? It's picked up from the hamburger, dropped from the window. Achievement earned. That's gross, man. I mean, I still might. It's a cheeseburger, you know. I love cheeseburgers. But still, come on. At least give you a tray or something.
This was the first day D503 psychological data was collected. You're probably wondering, how can this job earn freedom for a death row inmate?
It probably doesn't.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham from Site 83. Welcome to today's training conference. Today, I'm going to share with you a little project I've been working on called SCP-7457. The desert you saw just now is SCP-7457. D503 is a volunteer who we invited to help us learn more about this desert.
In quotes, huh?
Prior to the Foundation's involvement with SCP-7457, 329 people went missing in this area. As a precaution, we have introduced lockdown measures as we attempt to find the cause of these disappearances. As everyone here is new to the Foundation, it will be good for you to learn about SCP-7457. Let me explain how it works. Before we get started, are there any questions?
Dr. Ham, I'm Will Barton, 3rd Special Squad, Site 86.
Hello, Will.
Before I came here, I thought I had a basic understanding of the Foundation. I've heard of these anomalies, but only in terms of human anomalies. I had no idea that SCP-7457 was a desert. How do we begin to make sense of this?
That's a good question, Will. All the unexplained phenomena we are monitoring are being labeled anomalies. Human anomalies, regional anomalies, artifact anomalies, and various other phenomena beyond our control. The work of the Foundation is to isolate these anomalies and prevent the public from, shall we say, experiencing them? Okay.
He sounds very unsure about that.
Hello, Dr. Ham. I'm Mark Harris, a research intern from
That
Site 27.
is a
In the video,
weirdly
we saw
sexy young man.
D503 picking up garbage in the desert. Why did it do that? And what does this have to do with anomalies?
Okay, Mark. What I can tell you now is that everything you see is part of SCP-7457. SCP anomalies can be a little difficult to understand at first. Just know that it, or they, have their own rules. Perhaps you'll understand what I mean once we finish watching the video. Okay, let's move on. The first week was fairly normal. However, there was an interesting occurrence on the 8th day.
Does this have controller support? It does. Still says press E, but that's fine. Can't get over that. Wah. Wah.
Let's have a look at what happened.
Oh, it's dark out. Damn, what is this hill? Controller support is actually kind of crappy, so we'll just move back to the keyboard mouse. Rusty air conditioner. Okay. So we got one more item to grab. What the? Yeah, that seems safe to approach. A spindle of thick black cable that is wound too tightly to see what's inside. It is much heavier than it looks and nobody's know why. It takes a lot of effort to carry. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. To the truck! To the burning thingy! All right. Please pull the lever to incinerate.
D503 had completed his task. However, he did not realize that he had already encountered his first anomaly.
Okay. Take the level 2 mental test. Please select 3 pictures with a triangle. Select 3 pictures that calculation results are equal to 5. What? Holy shit, nobody ever told me there'd be math. I don't know math. Stop it. What? 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. Oh. Ha! Hell yeah, first try. Today's work is complete. The system will settle the contract. Time. Alright.
That night, D503's psychological data showed abnormal fluctuations. Analysis tells us that D503 is dreaming. Unfortunately, though, we have no way of knowing what he dreamed of that night.
Looks like a beach. Honestly, kind of hard to tell. What the hell is that thing?
The 8th day marked a significant turning point, the start of SCP-7457's impact on D503. Are there any questions before we go on?
Hello, Dr. Han? I'm Spencer Jones from the Special Operations Department of Site-21.
Hello, Spencer.
It's still unclear as to why D503 needs to pick up all of this trash. If you wanted to monitor his psychological response to SCP-7457, why not just leave him out in the desert? Why assign him these tasks when there are already psychological evaluations taking place?
Okay, our analysis has indicated that SCP-7457 produces a new cluster of trash every 8 minutes and 37 seconds. If waste collection is not done regularly, all that trash may soon flow into our world. It is worth noting, though, that the quantity of waste created here pales in comparison to the amount produced by humans. However, it still has the potential to become a significant problem in the future. By assigning these tasks to D503, we can monitor his reactions while also containing the trash. There is another reason. but we will get to that one later.
Is it not the case that the Foundation is exaggerating the importance of a minor issue before the issue is fully understood?
Okay, everyone. I must emphasize that behind us is the general public, who are wholly unaware of any of this. Being meticulous and maintaining a serious attitude is essential at the SCP Foundation. Any oversight or underestimation of the enemy may result in disaster.
Thank you, Dr. Ham. I understand.
Good. Let's move on.
So
The effects of SCP-7457 on D503 became most obvious on day 15 of the test. Due to the conditions that day, we were only able to track his movements after recovering data from his radar. It was definitely a bad day, perhaps the worst.
Uh-oh.
Even for a death row inmate.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
D503 found a radar that perfectly resembled his own.
World War II type. There's a lava abrasion on the displays with the handle and the receivers are working more.
D503 didn't seem to think much of it.
Jesus. That was like a jump scare. Okay. So I'm gonna guess this is D503 that we're collecting, and he's just in a loop in this desert or something. Like he's become part of the trash that this thing keeps reproducing. Oh my gosh, vehicle. Vehicle, please. Stop. Stop. I just want to go over a hill. There we go.
Persistent adverse physiological reactions proved to be a challenge for D503. He still managed to complete his work on day 15. But then he encountered an incident.
Oh.
A sandstorm.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
D503
Sorry.
walked in the sandstorm for a long time, but he couldn't seem to find his way back.
Oh. Well, we could follow that creepy light over there. Man, I don't know what it would be like to be in an actual sandstorm. That would have to be kind of like... just really shitty, to be honest. Probably feels like you're getting blasted by sand. You know? Probably gets all up in your face and shit. I don't like sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
D503 managed to find a site just as he was beginning to grow weak with exhaustion. A site he was not familiar with.
Oh, what the hell? And there's a guy there. Because this isn't creepy. Now why am I here? Lie? What's the lie? Okay.
Have you ever experienced a call from an unknown voice?
I have actually.
Approximately 13 hours later, a visibly trembling D-503 returned to Site 8. We immediately performed a psychological evaluation. Major fluctuations can now be observed in D-503's physiological data. The results of the psychological evaluation were so troubling, we had to abort the mission.
Uh-oh.
D-503 was able to break away from the Foundation's control. He has seen the test results of other Level D personnel who were analyzed at SCP-7457. That's right, none of the Level D personnel at SCP-7457 have ever been able to leave this desert.
So where do I go? The hell? There's a whole fucking city here now.
D-503 heard the call. Humans often believe that their fate is in their own hands, that all choices come from their own free will. They don't realize that we humans form only a small part of this world. Out there, in the unknown world, we are as insignificant as a grain of sand in this vast desert.
Wow. That's cool. When there's something strange in the neighborhood, who you gonna call?
This is where D503's instincts led him.
So I was right.
Days later, experiment participant D722 found the radar that had belonged to D503. The radar was 31 miles away from the waste treatment facility. All the data we have came from this radar. People entering SCP-7457 will suffer varying degrees of psychological stress within an acute period. It manifests as a range of neurological and mental disorders, as well as severe and unexplained hallucinations. So far, not one participant has left the desert unscathed. The Foundation has tested 31 Level D personnel in an area spanning 2,267 square miles.
Good God, that's a lot of space.
Our testing continues. When you work for the Foundation, you will face various anomalies. Some can kill you, some may drive you crazy, and some will make you feel that living is worse than death. Let this be very clear. SCP-7457 is just a taste of what you will face in the future. Before joining the Foundation, you were all leaders in your respective fields and industries. Researchers, special forces, FBI agents, national security experts. Well, SCP does not care how smart you are, how accomplished you are. It doesn't matter to them how many doctorates and titles you have. You are no different from helpless ants when confronted with these anomalies. Remember this. It is the most important advice you will receive. Do not take risks. You will die. You are not as special as you think you are. If you encounter an anomaly, put your pride and curiosity aside. Run, because that's the only thing you can do. God won't protect you here. Welcome to the Foundation, rookies. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham, and this ends the first class of our employee induction program.
Holy shit, that was an intro. Training course has ended. Please add your comments. Here, we'll give him 5 stars for everything. Thank you for your feedback. Wish you success in your work. Oh, wow. Whew. Okay. That was a great introduction to the game. Like, surprisingly better than I thought it would be. Let me check something real quick. put me at about 8. Okay, so about 4 hours. All right, so according to How Long to Beat, this game takes about 5 hours. Main story takes about 4.5 hours. Main plus side is about 5 hours, so it's an extra half hour. And then apparently, if you're a completionist, it's 7.5 hours. But I don't understand what the completionist stuff is, and they don't really explain it either. So I'm gonna guess it's just about a 5-hour game. So we've been playing this for about an hour, but I'd actually like to kind of just finish playing this in one go. But I'm also looking at the time. What is that emote? Cheers to that. Yeah. I'm also looking at the time because I got a late start today. Like, if I try to finish playing this tonight in one go, I'm not going to be done till like 7 in the morning. And that would suck. Because I do have some plans in the afternoon. This is on me, actually. I should have started earlier. All right. All right. First things first. Let's turn off spooky mode. Oh, all right. So let's finish this up, I guess. Hi, Carl. How did it feel? I feel uncomfortable. Hey, buddy, don't throw up on the floor. Stop messing with him, Stuart. I work graveyards? Do I have graveyard shift? No, I am graveyard shift. I've always been a very late night person. It's just that normally I don't get going on anything until like 3 in the afternoon. And then I don't go to bed till like 5, 6 o'clock. But I don't, tonight at least, I don't really want to be up super late because I do have something I have to do when I get up later. And to be honest, I don't work tomorrow anyway, so I can just stream longer. I just, for some reason, just kind of got away from me today. I did plan on streaming earlier. Yeah, I just was just poorly planned for today. Originally, I wasn't even going to stream at all. But then I was like, well, I probably should do something. And then, yeah, it just kind of, so this one's on me. But I'm going to at least play this a little bit here till I get to some point where I feel comfortable with saving the game. And then I'll probably just call the stream. So what's my longest stream? Oh gosh. I have some really long streams. I want to say my longest stream is like 13 or 14 hours. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, it's a long ass stream. Let me look here. Oh wait, no, I'm not on the. Yeah, I'm not on that one. Hold on. Sorry, I have to actually look it up on my accounts. Let's see. Well, I did an entire Warhammer Space Marine playthrough. That was 8 hours and 54 minutes for that stream. Back in 2023, I did a recap stream for all the announcements from game shows. That was about 9 hours and 10 minutes long. Let's see. But that's the old channel archive stuff. Let's see what I have on the VOD channel. So my old VODs are split between an old channel and then my VOD channel. And I never migrated those over. So let's see what we got here for videos. I know some of these I never posted as a public stream either. Yeah, I'm missing some. Did I not make them go live? Let me switch my account here. Manage videos. Okay. Yeah, I normally don't do the super long streams. My average stream is probably about 4 hours, but I have been known to go up to like 8 hours. Weird. I don't have some of my older streams. I guess I don't have them anymore. Maybe I just didn't archive them properly. Because I know I've streamed like long streams. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not showing up in my archives. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Not all of them are actually videos. Some of them are YouTube live VODs. So I can't find any of my VODs from when I was streaming for longer than 9 hours. But I know I have. I've been streaming since 2023. I know that I've streamed some really long streams. So that is like, I don't know where my Luigi's Mansion 3 streams are. That bothers me. Like I thought I... Yeah, let's Ghostwire Tokyo. That's Luigi's Mansion 1. Did I just never upload it? Huh. Yeah, I feel like there was some streams that never got uploaded. Like, I don't have Limbo on here. I don't have Inside. I played both of those. I don't have my Crisis streams on here. Yeah, there's a bunch of streams that I never... Let me see the actual playlist here. Huh. I don't remember removing these streams, but yeah, they're not here anymore. What the heck? Yeah, that is not 23 videos, even though it's saying there's 23 videos here. Wonder if YouTube deleted some of these. I knew I should have backed these up. Oh well. So I'm missing a chunk of my earlier streams for some reason. Nothing like important in terms of like content. You know, nothing I can't like go back and replay if I really wanted to or something, but kind of frustrating that like some of these are missing. And I don't know why. I think it's because when I did my migration over for some of my VODs over to my VOD channel, that like I might have messed it up. Let me check my VOD channel and see if there's something going on here that I could fix. Okay, I didn't have a playlist for that. And then this picks up at that's Hellblade 2. Stellar Blade. Yeah, that's Luigi's Mansion 1. And then apparently I have Crisis 2. Yeah. If you want to trip down memory lane here. This is what my old stream used to look like. Oh. Is there no music? Oh, that's right. This is back when I had the VOD track so I could have Spotify music. But yeah. Oh my gosh.
Really committed to that bit. They even had merch for it, which is hilarious. Actual merch you could buy. Like that was a thing.
This was my old stream. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, I made this like really crappy overlay, just some white lines and then just some text. And then this was my little old bobblehead model. It's not even animated. It's just I used VAutoTube, the ping tube animator thing.
Should probably tell people on my Twitter that I am actually live.
Yeah, maybe you should do that.
Let's see here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm live.
He's live.
Stream is
But yeah, I've had that background. This actually is an old background. I found a high resolution one at one point, and that's what the one I'm using now. But this is what it used to look like, all blurry like this. And then, oh yeah, this was when I was talking about the intro to Hellgate London. This game was cool. I missed this game. And then, Mega Man for some reason. Then I started playing Crisis.
Come on, man. Get on there. Go.
I actually really like Crisis too. It was a really good game. I should get around to playing Crisis 3 sometime. Because I don't think I've actually played that one. I need to get back to playing these types of games though. I miss these. But yeah, that was one of my early streams. Let's see. And then the earliest stream that I have recorded is this one, which was Call of Juarez. This one is from January of 2023. Oh, and apparently, because it's private, it's my video. Let me watch my own video. There we go. Oh, I finally realized that I have a video that or audio I can get from OCR. Let's see, let's get through that a little bit.
It doesn't tell me. It says jump from rooftop to rooftop. Okay, well.
So definitely a change in model, huh? By the way, this game's awesome. Except when you're an idiot and you're trying to jump off of stuff. So this whole game is basically about tall tales, and this guy's basically sitting at like a poker table talking about like all his adventures, and then you play his adventures. And he's on a story about revenge. I don't know why I couldn't shoot some people. It's like the lag was bad or something. But yeah, the game is really fun. But that was the first one I ever did. At least as a VOD. One of the first games I ever actually played on stream was a game called Maneater, which was about a shark. And like you swim around and just like eat people and eat stuff and you evolve. And then like it's all tongue in cheek, and like really kind of like it's got like a silly thing to it. It was pretty fun to play, to be honest. But I did get a little stuck a certain part, and I just didn't know where to go, and I just kind of gave up and moved on. But yeah, I played a lot of Link's Awakening. I played a bunch of Smite back then. Yeah, just kind of went through all stuff. But yeah, this one right here seems like the oldest one I have, which is the longest, is this recap time. But I know I've streamed for longer than that, so it kind of bothers me that this one doesn't even have like times on them. So I don't know what's up with that. This is missing a whole thing here for Frostpunk. I don't know if it's because these videos are privated or what. Oh, there you go. Now you can start seeing like more normal stuff. This was fun. I'd like to revisit this game again. I've heard the sequel's kind of okay, but this was cool. No pun intended.
They're getting out there.
I've actually been craving a good like city building management game, like maybe a good dungeon builder game.
Thorpe. Isaac Snelling. Oh, you can click on him. That's cool. Well, they've almost made it.
That was a pretty cool game. But yeah, I guess that's kind of about it. So yeah. I don't know why, but I don't have the VODs. That kind of bothers me, but it's all good. Let's see, swap back here. So, but no, on average, I don't really stream super long. Mostly it's just because when I'm streaming, you know, like I have to balance that with my work life and my personal life. And I just don't have the ability to devote as much time to streaming as I would like. Because realistically, I think I'd probably, if I was a full-time streamer, I don't know. I guess it would depend on the audience. Like I've seen some streamers that they can stream all day and have tons of followers and subscribers and viewers and all that kind of stuff. And then other streamers, it feels like they're on for a couple hours and then they kind of just peak. And then that's it. That's really the only audience they're going to get, maybe a couple hundred people or something like that. You know, and then it starts dropping off after a few hours. Some streamers, they only really stream just to make YouTube videos. So they stream for a long enough chunk to like get that game in there or whatever, and then they're done. So I guess it really just depends on like the audience you want to build and like what you're planning on using your streams for, that kind of thing. So I forgot to turn that back on. But I don't know. For me, I just haven't had enough of an audience to really care. You know, about like how long I'm streaming. I just stream when it's like as realist, you know, the most realistic is not the right word, but like the most like I don't know, best way for me. I'm not sure the word. But yeah, because at work, like I probably say work takes up almost 12 hours of my day. Between like getting ready for work and then working and then getting home. So by the time that I'm like, I get up at about noon. I don't get done with work until, and I'm pretty much getting ready for work at the, right when I get up. And then I don't get home until almost midnight. And then I got to kind of have some downtime, before I start doing anything else. And then that's when I get into streaming for a couple hours. So that's why you always see me starting to stream at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Because by that point, it's like if I get off of work and I'm home, I'm home around, close to midnight, I got to make something to eat and, clean up and do chores and, get the adulting done and all that. And then I got to sit down, have some downtime, browse the websites, all that kind of stuff. And then it's getting the stream started, getting it all ready to go for the night. And then I got to stream for at least a few hours. So boom, there you go. So that's going to be taking me out. Let's say I start exactly at 2. That's, about 3 hours of streaming puts me at 5 in the morning. And then I got to get to some sleep or I'm going to be super tired. I mean, there are times where I push myself out a little late, like we'll say like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I mean, like I try not to do that too much because it adds up. So for you, it's midnight, roughly 1 a.m. Yeah. 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 I mean, I'm just trying to find a good balance. And I'll be honest, like, well, I do definitely have issues, like my teeth have absolutely been hurting me and things like that. I won't lie. Sometimes it's procrastination. It's that like because I'm not depending on this for income, um, I'm able to be lazy about it. And there are times where I come home and I'm tired from work and I'm just like, fuck it. I don't want to stream. I'm tired, and then I'll just goof off. But in reality, I could have streamed and I probably should have streamed, but I didn't do it because, well, I was tired and I didn't have the motivation, which isn't good. Because, like, if you're not streaming, if you're not doing content creation, then nobody comes to see your content and it's a vicious cycle, right? So streaming is also super rough and it takes a lot out of you. It does. Like, people will tell you that streaming is easy, and like, anybody can do it. And it's like, well, yes, anybody can stream. You just hit the go live button, and streaming is not hard. I'm literally just sitting in my computer chair right now staring at a screen. But there's a lot of like mental and physical fatigue. Like for one thing, you're sitting all the time or you're standing all the time or whatever, but like, you're kind of stationary. You don't get to walk around your room or anything like that. Like I kind of envy Fillion. She she was able to walk around her whole room because her whole thing was like a giant VR, 3D model thing. She could do flips in it and shit. She probably broke like a million of those stupid VR like headsets, but yeah, she was at least a bit more active, and she's rare among VTubers for being like that mobile. Most of us are just a model that pops around like this, and we're not really 3D per se. And even the ones of us that are 3D don't really move around a lot. We just look more 3D with our hands and shit. But yeah, then like it's mentally taxing too because you have to be on like performance wise for hours. And like people are always like, oh, you're just playing a character. That's not your real voice or your real personality or whatever. And it's like, no, like you have to be an incredible fucking person to be able to keep up a persona all the time you're streaming and then doing that every day for years on end if you're really going to try and stick with it. Like, I'm sorry, but nobody is that good. Nobody's that good. That mask is going to slip at some point. Like Iron Mouse's, voice is not fake. I don't care what you say. Pirate Software, his voice is as deep as you think it is. It's not a voice mod. You don't have a persona though? Well, You don't. And none of us do. We are all who we say we are. Well, I mean, in terms of the outward, the mask we're putting onto people. Like, I don't know your personal life. I mean, you've said some stuff about it, and you don't know my personal life really either. I've said a few things about mine, but it's all surface level stuff, But like, you don't really like seem like you're the kind of person who like tries to pretend that you're something you're not. You're not acting. When I watch your streams, you're just who you are, and I think we're all like that. So, because I'm sure there's some fucking psychopath out there that could probably do it, but I don't think most people could keep up being like a fake person. Only in terms of confidence. I don't know. You're rocking it. You're quite good at that. Confidence is a slow and insidious killer, as the Darker Dungeon would tell you. But yeah, I don't know. It's just finding enough time to do this stuff when you're not getting paid for it is hard. And the crazy thing is people will tell you like, well, then don't stream, make YouTube videos. And it's like, YouTube videos still take time to make. Like all of this takes time, and when it's not your income source and you have to actually have a job to keep the lights on, it's hard to devote into any time to this kind of shit. So yeah, it's easy to get tired and burnt out and be like, I'm just gonna not call, I'm gonna call it today, or I'm not gonna stream or make a YouTube video or whatever. And I mean, like, nobody's really got the money to hire editors either. Like, I'm sure there's somebody who can comb through my videos and make some edited shit to make me look super cool, but I mean, best I got is some clips. So I can't afford that. Sorry. This shit's expensive. Like, wouldn't you love to be able to hire a whole bunch of people off of like some site or whatever for for new overlays and audio for your streams, and somebody to edit your videos, you know, make super awesome clips of you all the time. All that stuff would be awesome, but like, you got to do it all yourself when it's, a low view count for streaming, you know. So when you're a tiny content creator, you got to do it all yourself. It's not easy. I wish it was. And I mean, like, tools have gotten better for sure. Like, Twitch just updated their clip thing so that it adds subtitles now, which is great because a lot of people, when they watch shorts or clips of your channel, like, if it doesn't have the subtitles, they just kind of skip past it because a lot of people will scroll with their audio off or down really low. So with the subtitles, help them basically read along with the video. And that's cool. I've noticed that some of the clips that you've made and that I've made lately from the channel, like, I'm able to look back at them and I'm like, oh, it's got text now. That's awesome. And their clip editor has gotten a little bit better too. So it's like, that's really nice. And I wish Twitch would devote more resources into those kind of tools for streaming and clipping and being able to like kind of get your content out there. But it's Twitch. But yeah, Twitch has it now, which is cool. I like that. But yeah, I don't know. Ooh. Sorry, yawning. But yeah, although I do wish you could change the colors on the captions. That'd be nice. I think they're just purple. This past hour has been torture. I don't know how the others managed to hold on. I messed up during the training session. I jumped off a cliff, fell into the icy water, and choked hard. I don't know how you can follow this because I have no memory of it. What do you think of waterfalls? But it was also real. Like, can even taste in my mouth now. The foul taste of river water. But in any case, this is my first day at the foundation. I got to go to the cafeteria and get something to eat. Maybe that'll make my stomach feel better. Whew. Wait, what? 1080 by 1920 videos? Wide? Like ultra wide? Is that a... What? Is that why your clips were weird on your channel? Because I was looking at your clips earlier and like I noticed that they kind of looked a little weird. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see here. All right. It's being weird. All right. Dark Nova. Okay. Minecraft. Okay. Okay, so you had the Naruto thing, but like... There, this is your clip. Okay, it looks normal now. Weird. And you're streaming at 1080. Yeah, this clip earlier was like in ultra widescreen. I like the new model, by the way. Why is there no audio? Oh, you're muted.
If I'm wrong.
What?
Wait, this one he might actually be.
Found ya! Yeah. You got lucky on this one, that's all!
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. What's this? Dual format vertical. Oh. Oh, they changed transcoding too. He was supposed to be hiding, but he kept acknowledging me as I passed his hiding spot. Yeah. I could tell that, but I was wondering what you knocked over. Let's reach somebody. So it's phone streaming. Okay. So does this use the ATEM plugin then? Yep, it does. Download the ATEM vertical plugin and adjust your settings for OBS. Okay. Best practices for shutting up your stream. I don't know how I would... Like, where would I stream vertical to besides TikTok? YouTube, I guess? Do people really watch streams on Twitch vertically? Twitch also provided added streams for partners and select affiliates. Oh, I wouldn't count for this. Because I'm not an affiliate. I'm getting there. Well, actually, that's a lie. I'm not getting there anytime soon. Well, this is cool, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth setting this up. I think what I'd rather do is get my YouTube streams back up and running again. But even that, like, I stopped doing that when I migrated over to the new system because of the fact that, like, I didn't really feel like I was getting a benefit outside of being able to record my streams in 1440p. But I suppose if I set up transcoding for Twitch to record in 1440p, then I can just migrate that over to YouTube, like I do with all my other streams. Because it doesn't really feel like there's an audience on YouTube. Like, it's really hard to build one for streaming. I feel like YouTube is so much better for, like, pre-recorded video that what ends up happening is, like, unless you're already an established streamer, or like content creator, it's kind of, I would say it's even harder to get going on YouTube than it is on Twitch. But I don't know. That's just me. I mean, I streamed on Twitch for almost, or not, on YouTube for almost 2 years, and it barely got me any viewers and subscribers even. So you recognize my model? What do you mean? You talking about my old model or this model? I had previously rated into artist live stream and didn't even know it was them until I looked at their VGen. Oh. Yeah, this is the Waddle Myth like pre-made customizable model thing. I mean, I could have used the guy version of it. I did not because why did that? Oh. So this was the guy version of the model. And I didn't want like the himbo look, which a lot of these have. Yeah. I mean, the number of customizations you can do with the model are really good. Don't get me wrong. But I just I didn't feel comfortable with this body type. Never mind the bunny suit guy here, but like for me personally, I just didn't. I've never really felt comfortable with like super muscular, like, or just like really like guy looking bodies. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know. I just never really, I don't like guys. I don't mean it like that. Just not my thing. These body types. I don't know. In real life, I'm a short, stocky person. So, you know, these 6 foot tall, you know, looks like they could play basketball guys. I don't know. Bodies I'll never have. I don't really want them either. So I ended up picking the girl model, which the reason I was drawn to it was this character right here, the little dragon dude. Because I liked that like thinner, smaller like size better. And the customizations for the female model, I actually thought, because this came after the male model was done. Yes, thank you. The Ken doll look. That's exactly it. It has like a Ken doll look to it, and I don't like it. And most male models, the pre-made customizable, and actually like even a lot of ones I see otherwise, like they all have that look. They all have that look. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, a lot of the customizable female models have a very similar look too, but like, yeah, it just did not want like the Ken doll look to it. And so many of them are like that, and I just didn't like it. But the female model came after the male model, and this one has a lot more customizing to it, including the ability to be muscular and flat chested, basically a male model. If I wanted boobs, I can have them. There's a boob slider, but yeah, just highly customizable in terms of body shape. You can adjust the waist, you can adjust the chest, the arms, the shoulders, the height, just everything is so much better with this particular model. And there's a lot of options for clothing, a ridiculous amount of options for hairstyles. Yeah, there's 18 top and middle hair vents, 4 combinable 11 side hair vents, 34 middle fringe, 19 side fringe, 23 side hair, 10 shoulder hair, 27 combinable back hair, 23 combinable pigtails, 18 buns and ponytails. That's just the hair. Like, you can't run this model on the mobile VTube Studio app because it's too big. This only runs on desktop. You can't use this model because there's so much shit in this model. Like, to change the model resolutions, it takes me like 20 seconds to load the new model. Yeah. This is a very heavy model. Like, it would be one of the major reasons I would ever pay like the 2-3 grand to get a cool customizable model, like, you know, for your own personal thing, would be to get away from this. But like, I mean, this model looks so cool, I can't. Yeah. Oh, Wanamel tells you straight up on here, like, you know, trying to do this with let's do another video on here. But yeah, I don't know. I really like this model. It's really awesome. It was worth the money I paid for it, for sure, hands down. And Watermouth was even really awesome about giving me help, because I wanted to try and replicate the RGB effect of the older model that I had. I knew that it wouldn't translate 1-to-1, but I'm like, well, hey, maybe I can at least make the horns color changing. You know, and what I ended up doing after some back and forth with Monomyth was I found out that the RGB stuff can only be done with the original base files, which obviously is a customizable model. You never get those. So he suggested that I kind of I can play around with the meshes and the textures, which is what I did. So the coloring for the horns, I wanted them to have like if they can't be RGB, then they're going to be like crystalline. And so that's where the horn like colors came from. I edited all of the textures and meshes to like give it that like colored like look to it. I don't know how to describe it, but and then I used the VTube Studio lighting feature to kind of give them like a glowing effect. And that's kind of why they stand out the way they do. This is not something you can replicate like just with standard stuff. And then I edited some of the other files, like on my shirt, you know, is my name in like a heavy metal font, and stuff like that. So yeah, same with the eyes. The eyes got editing and some other stuff too. But that was all Watermouth's idea, which I'm very grateful for all of that help with it. So yeah, you know, not only was it a really cool model, but also you know, very customizable. It got updated a few times, and then on top of that, you know, the creator was very helpful with like helping people work through stuff. Through you could go with their Discord, but you could also just personally message them on the various sites that they sell the model on. So yeah, but I know for a lot of these customizable models, they all had that like similar look, which is a little frustrating. Let's see here. The Twin Tails model is like one of the most common ones. I know that. And then there's the Suica model. But like even here, like it's the male model. Looks like this one lets you make some more androgynous and girl type characters, which is cool. So that's not a bad deal. You don't get a ton of options apparently, but I mean, it is nice that you have like better options for male models than you used to. At first, I thought your shirt said Mordecai. Mordecai! Yeah, I guess I can kind of see that now. Well, you know, finding a heavy metal font for stuff is actually kind of a pain in the butt. Does that help? Sure, it kind of covers half of it, but yeah, it can kind of. Yeah. Yeah, it was meant to be kind of more like an Easter egg than anything else. Yeah. Yeah, it was never meant to be anything too serious. Yeah, just kind of neat little touch to have some of the blank space down on the chest taken care of, you know, without the wonderful jiggling, wobbling assets of boobs that every female VTuber seems to have. You know, that's your disadvantage of being a male VTuber is you don't got boobs. Unless you add your own. But that boob slider staying is, you know, staying a little untouched. Actually, I'm kind of curious now. Let's see here. I don't know if I can do this live. Let's see here. I don't want to change the model. Nope, we're not doing that one. Okay, not that one. Is it up here? It's been a while since I've messed with this, so give me just a second here. Visual effects, display lighting. Nope, not that. Nope, I don't want to import stuff. Let's see here. Ah, here we go. Oh. I guess that's all you're getting for boobs. Doesn't show too much. I think it's the coat. The coat's kind of hiding them. Look, no boobs. Boobs. No boobs. Boobs. Yeah, you're not gonna, because the coat is covering up like a bunch of that, but I don't want to mess with that too much. Because what ends up happening if you edit it too much is the model starts bogging down really bad. And there's so many parameters that I have to like search for them basically. Let me see if I have. No. I'm trying to remember the preset for the coat. Eyelash, eyebrows, hair. Oh, it was under vests. Oh, I don't know if I want to. Yeah. There you go. This should be a little different then. So, is that big enough? I don't know if I could change the shirt though. I don't know what that would be called on here. Shoes, pants, necklace. Oh. I forgot. There you go. There's some booblage for the day. Right? Where are you hiding those puppies, huh? All right, let's see here. So you get that one, that one, that one, that one. So, and then there's other sliders for like size and stuff, but I don't want to go hunt those down. All right. So let's turn the hoodie back on. And then the vest and the sleeves. There we go. So we'll cancel all that. Go ahead and clip. See if I care. Hey, I won't lie. I won't lie. There's going to be a time where I make a version of this model that is a girl. Because one, why wouldn't you? And two, because it would be cool. Like I made Stream Crush to be a very like androgynous type character because I wanted to lean into I guess you'd say the femboy aspects a little bit. I mean, I'm not really a femboy, but I liked these features. Like I said, I didn't want like the himbo Ken doll look, and I've always kind of preferred like smaller, more slender characters. So you know, don't get me wrong, I like my tall Dami mommies, but yeah, I just kind of have always been more like attracted to these types of like types. So, which sounds weird, very narcissistic, but that's not what I mean. But yeah, fem model redeem. Maybe I'll have some cool lore to go with it. I don't know. Would be kind of interesting. But yeah, I know. Was it Lucius Merriweather, or not Lucius, but Merriweather? I know that's the name he goes with. Is He had a femme model debut actually pretty recently. Let's see here. Yeah, a month ago. Complete with like new overlay and everything.
I hate when I can't sneeze. Yeah, when you gotta sneeze, but then you can't get it out. It's the worst feeling in the world. It's so annoying. Like you really need to sneeze, and you're about to sneeze, but you start opening your mouth a little bit too early.
It's good,
and then it just doesn't come out. It's so annoying. Gaynor, thank you so much for the 2 subs. Thank you very much. Congratulations, you've just got your own permanent badge. Everyone, if you subscribe, if you give 2 subs in chat, if you gift just 2 subs in chat, you get a special permanent badge. You get to keep it forever. It's yours forever and ever.
They do. Never hold in a sneeze. It's bad for you. I say as I hold in my sneezes. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, it's less of a taboo now for gender bending models. So, which is good. So yeah, you might see me doing something like this at some point. Probably not like tomorrow or anything, but yeah. Holding in a sneeze can rupture a blood vessel in your brain. It can do more than that. It can cause severe damage to your internal organs, depending on how violent the sneeze is. I mean, most sneezes are going to be worst case scenario. You know, like you said, maybe pop a blood vessel or something, which sucks. But if you have heart issues or breathing issues or something like that, or if you have hernias, or if you have some underlying major health issues, holding in a sneeze can actually be very bad for you. Like sneezes are incredibly violent, and pretty much everything in your body shuts down to get a sneeze out, which is wild. Sneezes can travel at something like 90 to 100 miles per hour. And when you sneeze, when you actually sneeze and don't hold it in, the distance it gets ejected is something like 30 or 40 feet. Which is why you were supposed to wear a mask during COVID, you numbnuts people. Jesus. Anyway, yeah. So let this be a lesson. Just fucking sneeze. Cough in your elbow. Umo Inspire customizable model. What are these? These are adorable. What? Wow. Okay. I still want people to stay 6 feet away. Me too, man. Me too. This is $9? Discounted from 30, 70% off. That's cool. So comes with more than 30 options to customize your model. More available soon. This model all counts with 13 toggles. Again, more will be available in a future update. That's cool. I would really like to get a chibi model. Oh, this is where Chibi Doki got the sock puppet model, huh? Okay. Got some pre-made models here. I don't know, Dark Nova. I think you could pull that one off. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how into nurses you are. A repo model. A Minecraft model. Before I was looking at customizable models, I was definitely looking at these like pre-made models. I actually bought one, believe it or not. Here, I can show you that. So I bought a model off of Booth, and let's see here. Unless I deleted it, I don't remember if I did. Oh, I wonder if I didn't carry it over. Yeah, I bet you I didn't carry it over. Hold on, I might actually have... Might have it on the other computer here. I want my desktop, please. Stop trying to dominate everything. Oh my gosh. I hate when games don't properly minimize. All right, there we go. Okay, I am looking for... There we go. Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm just starting up VTube Studio on the other... But did you see the fox? I don't know if I ever told you about the fox. So this was a couple of years ago. I'm scrolling through Booth. I'm looking at pre-made models. And I ended up finding... Let's see here. Where is it at? You're going to let me... Okay, open folder. Oh, do I just no longer have them? I bet you I deleted them. Anyway. Yep, I know. I'm currently pulling up, well, I have, here, I'll show you. Hi. No, I was actually looking into the other computer to see if I had the files on that one. But I don't, and it's not a big deal. So basically, long story short with that one is that, so on Booth, I found a Fox VTuber model. Kind of had a fox with a little bit of demon to it. It looked kind of cute. It was like $20, I think, something like that. And I was like, oh, this would be perfect. Kind of cool looking. It's got like a little bit of furry going on. You know, definitely something you didn't really see a lot of models have, and it satisfied that like not really a guy, not really a girl look to it. And to be honest, like this was back a couple of years ago when it was harder to find models for men, for guys, you know. Everything was girls. Like, I mean, even now looking at this, these are all various models, and like, look at how many of them are girls. There's just not a lot of options for guys. And it's not like the end of the world, right? But it does make it a little frustrating. You didn't have, you know, like the customizable guy VTuber things, you know, or like, and even now, if you're looking at like a lot of assets, a lot of that is it's for girls. Um, and you know, there's like, yeah, nothing wrong with that per se, but it makes it a little harder to kind of like find stuff. And so here I am, I'm looking at, you know, booth, and I come across this model, cute, right? I buy it. I'm looking at it and I'm all excited, and just out of curiosity, I'm like, I wonder. So I start trying to reverse engineer, like, or reverse search, like the model, because there's a picture that came with the files. And I'm like, I wonder if Google's got anything on this. Yeah. I ended up apparently buying a model that somebody else was already using. I don't even know if that person still streams anymore or not, but I felt bad about that. Because it was never listed. The person who sold it to me said that this was a one of a kind model that nobody else had, which, you know, but for $20, I figured I'd take a chance on it, right? Yeah. Well, Booth ended up banning them like 3 months later, and I lost access to being able to download the files. So, oh well. Lesson learned on that. But that's also why I ended up going with the customizable model, because I was like, I don't want to take a risk on buying another one of those again. So yeah, that was the little fox guy like thing. So that's why I never used it, even though I bought it and I had made plans and everything. So yeah, I wish I could find it again. It'd be kind of cool just to show you what it looked like. But yeah, alas, alas. Nero-sama. Actually, I just kind of googled the cats. Meow. The whole stream should just be a cat. We got Kuro and Shiro. There you go. Meow. I'm judging you. Give me food. I'm hungry. Kitty needs like a controller toggle or something. Now this would be a cool April Fool's. Speaking of cats though, I've been trying to like figure out what I want to do as like a mascot. Because everybody's got their own mascot, and I don't. This is taking a while to load on. There we go. Bum ba da bum bum bum. Ba da dum bum bum. Ba dum bum bum. Ba dum bum. Yeah, I don't know what kind of mascot I should go with. I'll have to like try and figure it out and design one, but what is this? Sparkle critter? Customizable VTuber model. Okay. I don't know if that's something that I'd be interested in. A customizable pixel model? That's kind of cool. I mean, once again, it's a girl, but oh, this is just the video where they go through all the options. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. Wow, those bounce. Damn. Oh wait, that's a toggle. Okay. Customizable Goblin VTuber model.
Howdy, y'all. Name's Clover.
Oh
For the
my.
past 3 weeks, I've been working on my most intensive customizable VTuber model yet. And now that it's complete, I want to sit down with y'all and show y'all the ropes. Whether you're here to understand how the model works, or looking to see if it's got the customization options you like, this video will go through it all. So without further ado, let's get started. So if you've never used VTube Studios before, I do recommend that you go look up some tutorials on how VTube Studios actually operates as a program. But you can import a model by clicking on this button down here where it says import your own model, and then you'll just drag and drop the project file into here. But I already have it, and as you get to the mouth settings, you'll be able to decide how you want that to look. So don't worry too much about that. Okay. You have the option to turn paint
That's kind of cool.
on or off on the skull. So you'll notice here, so left cheek toggle is actually the right cheek, so I'll have to fix that.
Not quite the Goblin model I would be looking for, though. Ooh, a Hollow Knight model. That's kind of cool. Live 2D VTuber model. What is this? Okay, wait, I need the music. Oh my god, that's adorable. That's really well done. Right? I don't the amount of time I have wasted on like VGen and Booth and Pixif and stuff, just window shopping for stuff is like probably too much, to be honest. You just see so many cool things. There's so much creativity out there. Like, I wish I just had infinite money and I just buy all these things and just play with them like once. Oh my god. I mean, I believe this model could be used as a chat pet if you wish. So the bat could be used like a live 2D item, but read out Twitch redeems or chat. Please keep in mind that as not try myself, I won't be able to help you. That could be kind of interesting as like a pet or something. VTuber asset Glorp Cat. She has giant scissors. Bunny ears. And more girl stuff. Pink tuber. Pride pins. That'd be worth buying for certain events. I have gotten really way off base, haven't I, for like what we were doing today? Ah, well. That's how these things go. I will say, like you see a lot of these anime styles, but some of the non-anime styles are kind of cool too. Like this person here, fiendish form has like a really cool art style. Like with like a lot of color. And what's really neat is, like here you can kind of zoom in a little bit, get a higher res picture. They will also do V-Roid models. Which look really cool. And then they also do pink tuber models. And I mean, none of this is cheap. I mean, this is $300 for a pink tuber model. And then a new outfit model art. So if they want you to like, you know, if you want to update your model with their own style, a full live 2D model art, which it looks really cool. And even a complete redesign. Like this is cool. So like this was the original version of the model, and then this is the one that they did. Just saying, that's gnarly. But you know, it doesn't have to be like that. You could also have, you know, armor suit guy and all that. So pretty cool. And all this mature content is stuff that I don't think Twitch wants me to be showing on screen. I think for me, what I would like to start putting money into is illustrations. I would love to like start commissioning artists to do illustrations of my character. You know, in their own style and everything. I mean, that's just sick. There's some genuine talent out there. And I love how, you know, it doesn't look like your typical anime stuff. I mean, I know that that's kind of what everybody expects, you know, is like the anime type stuff. You know, but I feel like you can accomplish stuff in that way and still look unique. You know, like that definitely has like, you know, the bigger eyes and stuff of the anime, but like she is thoroughly squishable. Oh, I guess my head is covering her face. But I love the use of the color and the negative space and just like the designs in general on this particular one. I have this artist saved that, but damn. Okay. I have this artist saved in my list because of the fact that they're so unique. Some heavenly bodies here. That's surprisingly normal for all the other pictures we were just looking at. Hello. That's cool looking. So, anyway. Yeah, we've definitely gotten off track, haven't we? Video games? Video games. Out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, you can't click any of this other stuff. Let's see here. I feel better. What's with the Rick and Morty memes? Oh, there we go. Click text with red underline. Play recordings.
I'm Agent Q from the Accident Investigation Department. Containment breach occurred at Pony Station and contact with the Foundation has been lost. Agent Bella Lawrence was given orders to enter Pony Station and retrieve the black box. Following is a transcript of the interview with Bella Lawrence.
Heart rate 105. Blood pressure 175 over 110. Experiencing mild convulsions. Administer 5 milligrams of metformin to help control blood pressure. Bella? Bella? The drugs seem to be taking effect. Go ahead and ask questions. I can't be certain how long she'll stay awake for.
Where's the black box, Sparrow? 3 days ago, you were tasked with investigating the situation at Site 74, Pony Station. You were assigned to retrieve the black box. Now, out with it. Where is the black box?
I brought it back. I brought the black box back.
Don't lie to us. You never brought it back.
No, that's impossible. I remember. I completed my assigned task. I swear. Shit, my head.
All right, here now. This isn't an interrogation. We are not here to lay blame or point any fingers. Bella, I'm terribly sorry to have to bother you in such a state, but it is critical that we find that black box. We need to know what happened at Pony Station.
My memory's a mess at the moment.
That's fine. We'll take it slowly, step by step. Why don't we start from the moment you received your mission? Tell us what you remember.
I'll try. That night. Currently heading to mission site Site 74, Pony Station. We'll arrive in about 3 minutes.
Very good, Sparrow. It's been 48 hours since the Foundation lost contact with Pony Station. SCP-701 experiments there have been ongoing. We have reason to suspect a containment breach.
What is my mission?
According to Foundation Security Regulation 709S, each site must have a black box placed in a secure area to assist in identifying the cause of an accident, should one occur. Your task is to investigate the situation and retrieve the black box.
Black box? Got it. Okay, I've arrived.
Okay.
I'm able to observe the mission site from here, but it doesn't seem like one of the Foundation's secure facilities.
Pony Station, officially known as Site 74, was originally a hydroelectric power station. After it was abandoned, the Foundation repurposed it as one of their sites. Initially, it was used only to contain a few safe-level anomalies, but recently it's also taken over SCP-701. I don't know all the details. We won't know the truth until you retrieve the black box.
Got it. I'll complete the task as instructed and retrieve the black box.
And not get in here? Oh. I don't know why it's not letting me actually switch the item. Whatever.
I've just entered Pony Station.
Retrieve the black box from the lab. Room 705. The elevator. 7th floor. Sparrow. Must.
What's that? Bald Eagle, you're cutting out. Damn. This is out of the safe range. I'll place a reality anchor.
I don't. You gonna let me actually change things here? There we go.
Okay. Much better. Now let's find that elevator.
All the plans, including the project schedule that follows, have been disrupted. The actors of the whole site is theirs. They managed to procure a goddamn script from God knows where, and they've taken over my laboratory. And Dr. Kumura, whatever his name is, in particular, he puts on John airs every time the operation starts as if everyone should listen to him. Who does he think he is? I have to let him know who's the boss around here.
Think I can look inside these? Nope. Oh, that was known before. That did not scare me. Let's fix the model a little bit here. There we go. All personnel on duty should not leave early. Absence to work is strictly prohibited. Personnel cannot be on duty due to special circumstances. Spare key to room 101 placed on the flower pot in the visitor's lobby. Yeah? Oh, it's a coin. Oh. There we go. Today I read Dr. George Thompson's research log for SCP-701. Could it be true? Has he really been performing comparison experiments on chimpanzees this whole time? What could he have planned? Does he not realize what he is up against? This whole thing is turning out to be an ungodly mess. It's now abundantly clear why the Foundation has transferred him out of Pony Station, leaving me to take over his post. He's performing the experiment all wrong. The whole direction of the project was all wrong. SCP-701 holds great potential. I still believe that. I will have to adopt a new method of study. Efficient, fast, direct. It all begins tomorrow.
Dr. Tyler Cooper. I've heard of this guy. A bit of an eccentric and a thrill seeker.
What the... Whoa. Okay. Creepy mannequins was not on my menu for today.
This must be the elevator. To the 7th floor, then. Blood we offered, the Hanged King we served. I serve my king with my blood? Blissful suffocation, sacrifice of sin? What's this? Some kind of poem? Ah, my head! Ah!
Oh no. Yeah, that's not good, huh?
Holy shit. I'm very familiar with cognito hazards. I've been trained to deal with them. But this wasn't anything like that. I couldn't breathe. It was like there was a knot tied around my throat. I was weightless, hanging, gasping. No matter how much I struggled, nothing helped.
That does sound terrifying. But perhaps it was just a nightmare, though.
No. We wake up from nightmares. Not from this.
Well, I didn't get to look around the office more.
Are you kidding me? It's even lower than before. I better face the reality. I guess I'm taking the stairs.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Fine. Wow.
This cognito hazard.
Plod.
Could it have something
Plod.
to do with SCP-701?
Plod.
The situation here is much more serious than I expected.
Gonzalo kills an eyewitness and orders a royal chef to make a stew from his body. The witness's daughter, Linda, is then placed in the convent. Antonio and a squire enter the convent to confront the queen. She tries to kill Antonio, but he sees through her plan. She's left to suffer the consequences. As Antonio and the squire evacuate the monastery, they encounter the imprisoned Alinda. Bro, don't do that to me. Requires Roan and okay. Let's see here. Spoke as refusal compared to pretty much as ridiculous class amnesia. Phyllis Philippi has Dr. Cooper himself. Site management promoted the inventor. To cover up the truth, Gonzalo orders the arrest of 3 men who witnessed the Queen's confession and imprisons the Queen in the convent. Gonzalo then goes to have a secret meeting with Ambassador Alagada. After learning of the Queen's captivity, Antonio begins to plot his revenge. I know, right? I'm shocked too. Alright, well, it looks like there's nothing else in here. Press E to switch pictures. Okay, floppy disks. VHS tape. Knife. The Hang King strategy. Okay.
It's all very unusual these days. Many people have come to the site, but they haven't registered with the authorities. I've heard that Cooper and his team are rehearsing a script into a play, and that all participants are required to record their daily status. My experiment has to be put on hold because there's no one left to work on it. It's not right. I'll write an email to the minister and inform him of the malpractice going on here. Who's there?
Well, I don't know which way I'm supposed to turn it. Oh. Gonna get another jump scare from a mannequin. At first, most of the on-site personnel were apprehensive while participating in the project, but after distributing some SCP-701 documents to a few volunteers, they became widely circulated, and the number of people coming to sign up suddenly increased. It's rather curious how it happened, and I haven't quite figured out the reason behind it yet, but it's welcome news. I'll take it as a good omen. Now I've managed to mobilize the entire station and participate, every single person. It's my chance to prove myself. An opportunity like this doesn't come every day.
Why would Dr. Cooper need so many volunteers? And what on earth is this SCP-701?
Squeak, squeak.
Finally, luck is on my side. This ought to get me to the 7th floor.
So what happens if I go down all the way? Oh.
Rehearsal notice? What the hell is going on here? 4th floor again?
Oh, so I have to go up.
The way out of here might have something to do with these clocks.
Does it? I don't know what this has to do with anything. Is it the paper? Oh, okay. So 6th floor is 1111. And 5th floor was 746. And then 5th floor. Honestly, it just seems to make more sense just to keep going until it dings at you. So we'll just sit here and rotate the mouse for a minute. There we go. Okay, so they blocked it off. I can't go anywhere. That sounds like water.
I've never seen such a long time. The situation might be even worse than I thought. Ugh, what is that smell? When was the last time I cleaned this place?
Bolt cutter. Okay.
That voice again.
Voice? What voice?
I serve my king with my blood. Blissful suffocation.
Tell us what it says.
Sacrifice of sin. No!
Bella, are you feeling better now?
Suffocation. Like a rope looped around my neck, pulling tight. Weightless. Hanging. Nothing around me. Just my feet dangling. Struggling. Fighting. It will swallow me and make me its slave.
Bella, you are completely safe here. Nothing can hurt you. Okay, let's continue.
The situation there was much worse than expected. Much worse. I knew I had to get in touch with the Foundation. I managed to find a phone, and I called for backup. This is Sparrow, 09868, for Bald Eagle. I'm at Pony Station on the 7th floor. The situation here is much worse than expected. I need backup.
Bella, are you sure this is actually what happened?
What do you mean? Yes, of course I'm sure.
Come on, Bella. Try and focus.
What are you talking about?
Bella, you never made that phone call.
Of course What?
Pony Station was completely cut off. There was no contact with the outside world whatsoever. A phone call? That would have been impossible.
No, but I saw...
What did you see, Bella? Tell us what you saw.
Uh-oh. Alright, that was loud. Scripts have been out for a week now, and the participants have had minor rehearsals as described above. One thing continues to baffle me. They always seem to recite the wrong lines. Every single person. It's strange, almost like it's orchestrated. And when I try to correct them, they become defensive, insisting that they read the correct line. But other than that minor hiccup, everything else went well. I'm very much looking forward to the first full rehearsal in room 705 the next day after. Or the day after next. After the full rehearsal, all will bear witness to the potential of SCP-701, and my name will become synonymous with it. Tyler Cooper, the genius behind the experiment, who managed to tap its endless potential. This is history in the making.
Rehearsals? A play? What is up with this SCP-701 experiment?
Let's see here. New scene. Gonzalo obtains the poison from Ambassador Aligata and plans to hold a banquet to poison the ministers. Later on, Gonzalo is faced to contend with his conscience. In a monologue, he describes his remorse for his time, but he knows there's nothing he can do about it now. Antonio, Alinda, and the squire escape from the convent, and Antonio promises Alinda that he will exact his revenge and marry her as a new queen. Okay. Well, they're in the middle of... It's just this year. On April 27th, local time, 5 students were involved in a collective incident at the Cleveland Institute of Arts Drama Club in Ohio. Another faculty member died of stab wounds. The janitor was taken into custody as a suspect in the incident. His statement mentioned that 4 students used the blank from the ceiling during rehearsals. This was then repeated by the last remaining person after they assaulted the teacher. The teacher died 2 hours later. Following a forensic investigation of the scene, it was determined that the janitor had no clear motive for committing the crime. He is currently undergoing further investigation at his observation at a psychiatric hospital. Okay. Oh, the cables got cut. That's what he's moaning about. The fuck? That doesn't look pleasant.
Looks like something bad happened here.
We're evacuating. Damn it. After the show, everyone went crazy. Some hacked themselves. Some killed each other like beasts. That damn evil white monster. This was all destined to happen when he brought in that script. Everything that happened here is all Cooper's fault. It's their fault! This will be the last recording from the experiment. The hydropower plant was shut down forever. And no doubt my experiment will also... What's going on? What's going on? Ah!
How do I turn the electricity on? What did I miss? Oh, here we go. I can't lord out, look out, loud out. New script here. At the banquet, Antonio bursts in and confirms Gonzalo's murderous crime rate, as well as his own lineage. Gonzalo is deposed by an angry group of ministers. Instead of killing Gonzalo, Antonio exiles him to the convent. Antonio then orders a squire to play his wedding with Alinda, and the play ends with a dance by a group of courtiers.
Why does it look like they're all going to the same place?
Oh, this is where the play was.
The black box.
I don't know if I want to touch it just yet, though. I think that's all I can touch. Alright. Black box in Pony Station with important data inside. SYD2 encrypted by Technology Department. To be decrypted in other sites. Alright. I'm sure it'll just be a smooth sailing thing. I just leave the building with the box. We are good to go. No other stuff bad is going to happen. Okay. See? Nothing bad at all. So, this is where we started this flashback. So what happens after this then?
Bella, we really need you to tell us the truth here.
What do you mean? I'm telling you the truth. I completed my task. I retrieved the black box from Pony Station.
Looks like the cognito hazards really did a number on her.
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
Bella, there was no black box in sight when we found you.
That's impossible. I'm positive. I know I had it in the escape elevator.
And there is no escape elevator in Pony Station. None of what you're saying adds up.
This guy's an ass, man.
That's impossible. It's just impossible.
Look at me, Bella. Try and focus. What really happened?
What really happened?
Bella, think carefully.
Well, it's not like this needs a good cop, bad cop routine. So I'm not really sure what the role of his character is supposed to be outside of being a giant dick.
Where's the black box?
I guess so. What the heck, man?
Fuck! Not again.
I did. Oh. Holy shit, did you see him fly? What the hell, man?
Pony Station will have to be locked down. That much is for certain.
Oh, that was like he was flying. All right, the reversals have officially begun. Positively brilliant. My hands are shaking now as I write. The experiment, the exciting avenues ahead. Although some sections stray from the original SCP-701 script, everyone remained perfectly in character, wholly consumed in the act. The audience used to be entirely absorbed in the performance. A strange thing, though. I noticed a certain something, a person perhaps, appear on the stage. He was not one of our original members, but, well, he was quiet and reserved, rather friendly. A tribute to Ambassador Allegata. Or, yeah. That is, it must be the truth. The splendid is the truth. Hang the traitors, one and one. Hang the betrayal and the ignorance. Together with the noose, hang them all to alert all the world. Cheers and cheers all around for a great king. Let us bask in this glory. Together we follow him. The blood of fools we author to thee, hang king. The writing that follows is obscured by bloodstains. Oh. This was the rest of the script that I just grabbed. Let us raise our glasses to Ambassador Allegado and pay tribute to him. Only the finest mind can commemorate this exciting victory. Prince Antonio, it was he, the ruthless usurper, who killed our king. This despicable man who placed executioner dares claim this bloody conspiracy as his trophy. Prince Antonio, kill him. Let his head be the sacrifice, and for redemption let his blood pour out. Gonzalo, I am your king. Release me, and I can forgive all your greatest crimes and misdeeds. Ministers, kill him, kill him. The vile traitor is not worthy of the crown. Ministers, blood for blood, sacrifice to my king.
So SCP-701 is a script. One performance and now all of Pony Station is ruined. Dr. Cooper, what have you done?
So this was all of the people who worked here.
It's those mannequins again. Where are they heading? But where have all those volunteers gone?
Found all the scripts in the SCP-701 story. Okay, cool. The king of Trinsculo passes away, and the king's brother Gonzalo succeeds him as the new king. After the coronation, the drunken queen confesses that she colluded with Gonzalo to kill the old king and hang his body from a tree. The queen goes on to confess that the great nobleman Antonio is in fact the son of the old king, and as such has legitimate claim to the throne. Antonio scoffs at this, but upon returning to the inn, he meets the ghost of the old king, who confirms everything the queen has said. Blood we offered, the hanged king we served. I served my king with my blood. Blissful suffocation, sacrifice of sin. Okay. Oh. That's not good.
Holy fuck. I guess this is the ending of their performance. SCP-701. The Hanged King's Tragedy.
Oh, okay. I guess it's my turn.
I serve my
Who's
king
there?
with my
Oh,
What the fuck?
thought I was supposed to, like... I can't see my legs. Oh.
Kill him! Sacrifice his head and seek redemption with his blood!
Kill him! Kill him! A despicable usurper does not deserve the glorious crown!
What the hell is going on? It's the goddamn cognito hazard again. I need to leave right now.
With this, our blood is the Hanged King!
I love how they're like stop motion style now. Well, I don't think you're getting out of here that easily, lady. Come on, let's go. I'm sprinting. She don't sprint. Oh, this is not good. So what if I don't actually do anything? Oh, the game just doesn't let you do nothing.
With my blood, I serve my king. 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 With my blood, I serve my king.
Oh. So the place saved
Her
her?
condition is unstable. I've just injected her with a sedative, but you need to let her rest for a while.
Thanks, Doctor. Well, let's go then.
What? We haven't found the black box yet.
You still don't get it, do you?
Get what? What do you mean?
A black box is merely a vehicle for recording the truth. But a black box isn't always a black box.
You mean...
That's right. She is now the black box. Got time for a cold one? Because our work here is done.
I guess you have to be kind of like very callous in a job field like this.
I serve my king with my blood. Blissful suffocation. Sacrifice of sin.
Okay. Goddamn.
The black box has been properly contained at Site 105 and pending further investigation. Above is the full record of the inquiry.
Okay. So, The Hang Teens Tragedy is a 5-act revenge tragedy from the Caroline era. Performances of the player associated with psychotic and suicidal behavior among both audience members and participants, in addition to the appearance of a mysterious character, SCP-701-1. Historical estimates place the number of lives claimed by the play at between 168 and 173 over the past 300 years. Typical case study of the SCP-701 incident took place at May 27, 2009 during a group test experiment performance. The presiding project research leader at the time was Dr. Tyler. According to research logs, SCP-701 is a self-evolving mimetic virus that spreads through unknown means via dramatic text. Pony Station is currently under a full-scale lockdown. Archives pertaining to SCP-701 are scattered throughout the site. Agent Q, that is indeed a valuable question, sir, but according to our investigation of Bella, that data is no longer considered complete. The black box is the only reliable recording containing the entirety of the research contents. She is the sole complete database of SCP-701 because she's the only person who, like, survived. Okay. Do I have to... Oh. Oh. Oh, there's a lot more to this. Holy shit, that's a lot of text. The castaway that murder each other or commit suicide, sometimes using items that seem to appear spontaneously on stage. Rioting breaks out in the audience, with viewers randomly attacking anyone in front of them, regardless of prior relationship. Wow. Okay, so then what do I do? I hit submit, right? Okay. Smooth sailing. I have to admit, you are no worse than I expected. How about taco night for celebration? Hell yeah. Are we really using a living being as a tool to contain anomalous objects? Hey, MIT boy. I've seen a great many field agents. They are prepared to sacrifice themselves at any time in order to complete tasks. Secure, contain, protect. For them, it is a creed worth paying the ultimate price for. And it is our duty to record all of this truthfully and honestly, so that people may remember them forever. Yeah, I get it. Anyway. Taco night! You completed your first mission smoothly. We should celebrate. How about going for a drink? Old place. Count me in. Awesome. Let's get drunk. How about a taco night? This dude really wants a taco night. Alright. Celebrate the completion of my first ever archive mission with colleagues through a small party. It all started to grow on me and my colleagues in this place. I started to really enjoy all of it. Maybe it was all the drinking. I dreamt I was lost in a strange cave. It was dark and damp to smell the decay. And in the depths of the darkness, I saw at all times 2 red dots, monitoring my every move. What a strange dream. Tequila is too strong of a drink. I need an espresso to sober me up. I wonder how many people say espresso. All right, I am going to call it here though. So I'm gonna guess we probably have another 2 hours of this game. It's already 7 o'clock in the morning. I need to get some sleep, so I will resume this and finish it up tomorrow or later today, I guess I should say. We'll probably be playing something else too, just to kind of fill out the rest of the time. I'll try and start a little earlier than 3. You know, kind of give more time for the stream. But you know, we did kind of drag this out for 3.5 hours, so I suppose that's not too bad. Let's see here. Main menu. Okay, so we've completed these 2. There's 5 total, I think. So there's 3 more to do. So we'll go ahead and call that good. All right. So let's wrap this up. I'm gonna make sure we got everything going on here. All right, cool. So that was a pretty interesting experience so far. I was not expecting that to be so text heavy, but then again, I mean, it is SCP, and it is, from what I've remember seeing people doing, it's very text, like, lore heavy with all the various anomalies and everything, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, I should have expected that, like, the game would go into that a lot. So there's been a lot of text and talking in the game, but the missions have been interesting. These two anomalies were cool. I like the horror of the second one more than the weird horror of the first one. Who knows where this is going to go from here? This is kind of the extent of what I remember. I'm trying to think here. The only other thing I remember was a kid with, like, origami dragons or whatever, which there's a picture of it in the like, Steam page for this. But I don't remember what that one's really about. So yeah, but we'll definitely wrap this up tomorrow, next stream, later tonight, whatever time. You know how that goes. But yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody. Thanks for hanging out in the chat and talking with me for a bit, Dark Nova. I always appreciate that. And yeah, I will see you on the next one, I guess. Let's see here. I think this calls for a GG and a heart. All right, guys. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.